This is an adult channel.
It's a Golden Enterprise D. In this video, we'll be reviewing the USS Gold Enterprise NCC 1701D Special Issue. This is not an XL, it's a special. I saw one of these on eBay for $400. I didn't pay that much, I had a subscription. So what this book talks about is the designing the interior of the Enterprise D. And if you want to hang in here with me, it's a pretty interesting read. Some stuff I didn't know. Andy Probert, his first sketches of how the new Enterprise bridge might appear. I did some yard work today, and I guess my allergies, my voice is fading. So we have the helm, command, chair, looks like captain's nook, officer's quarters, bathroom. That ever elusive bathroom is in blue. Look at it, right there. And I guess that's in the captain's nook, he calls it. And here we go, screens. And let's see, Trek Bridge. One of the requirements of the new Enterprise bridge, as stipulated by Gene Roddenberry, was that the main view screen should be much larger than on previous versions of the ship, taking up an entire wall, which is pretty cool. It's a big screen TV. And an early idea was that the only permanent crew on the bridge would be the helmsman and navigator with a commanding officer. So that's 3. Other stations would be activated and manned as required. And I can't remember if that was what really happened. I know they had a night shift and they turned everything down, the lights turned down, and Data took over. That might be true, I'm not sure. Probert decided that the captain should have an uninterrupted view of the screen and a clear path to it, so experimented with splitting the con and the nav panels apart. Oh yeah, well that does make sense, yes. And that ended up happening. Probert's designs featured rooms adjacent to the bridge, including an office for the captain, a briefing room, and an emergency turbo lift to the battle bridge. That briefing room isn't very big. I think that probably evolved into the ready room. Okay, the new bridge would allow several senior officers to sit together for discussions. Pretty cool. At one point, an upper level for the bridge was considered. An upper level. I don't like that idea. But Battlestar Galactica had it, I think, and I think that new Star Trek show has it. What is it called? Star Wars Discovery? Let's see. Still, with its upper level, a conference table and chairs was considered an important part of the bridge. For some time, this was eventually moved to a room of its own adjacent to the bridge. Now, that is cool up there. I like that. That reminds me of the black hole Cygnus Bridge. One of Probert's later sketches from December 1986 shows the bridge approaching a design recognizably close to the final version. Now, I'm sure cost me if I went into some of that. The complete bridge set as it appeared on the first season of the series. Now, there's a YouTuber called I subscribe to him, Junk Ball Media. Go check him out. He does in depth research and videos for all kinds of sets and ships and stuff. His knowledge after his research is pretty expert. The bridge under construction with Probert's set model in the foreground. Got a cool model. Now, that is what I want to print one of these days for my Diamond Select figures. I will do it. Oh yes, I will. Here's the ships. We've got a battleship down at the bottom, or aircraft carrier, sorry, all the way up to the Galaxy class. Let's see. One wall of the briefing lounge included a display of gold models of ships named Enterprise, including the new D. Some people don't like it. Some people says it's too 90s. I love the Enterprise D. I love it. I love the 90s, but it's not because of that. The captain's ready room was a new addition not previously seen in earlier versions of the ship. Yeah, there's the ready room. Oh, it's the captain's ready room. Yeah, not the conference room. And then there's the lionfish. What was his name? I'll give you points if you remember his name. A design drawing showing how the Enterprise models on the briefing lounge might appear. Okay, that's just a straight line up. Okay. Grace Lee Whitney, Yeoman Rand. She poses in an Enterprise corridor during the making of Star Trek: The Motion Picture. Sadly, I believe she's passed away. Like many of the Next Generation sets, a corridor from Star Trek: The Motion Picture is repurposed in the Enterprise D. Now, if you look at some of my past videos, and it's been a long time ago, they make a door cover that looks like this. You put it on your door to your man cave, your bedroom, your subterranean lair, or your bridge. Design drawing by Rick Sternbog. Well, they got some big hitters in here. Depicts the upper level engineering in one of the rarely seen lifts. Yeah, there's that lift. We saw Kirk use one of those too in the motion picture. Let's see here. A new warp core was constructed for the Next Generation, which stood vertically rather than horizontally as it had done in the motion picture. I think the NX-01 Enterprise, it was horizontal too, wasn't it? I have that Playmates playset. It's awesome. I'm going to print one for the Diamond Select figures one of these days too. I just got to take time and design it. The warp core was partly, what's the difference, right? Partly constructed using a mold originally created for the roof of the turbo lifts. Really? A mold. The transporter room was another set that had originally been built for the Star Trek movies, but adapted for the Next Generation. A step down from the pad was added, and the console was brought into the main room as it had been in the original series. Pretty cool. If you ever read Star Trek: The Nitpicker's Guide, the physics for a transporter, it just wouldn't work. It would take more energy than there is in the universe, supposedly, and computing power. Okay. Although Probert submitted several new designs for sickbay, ultimately the movie version was reused with a small amount of updating and refurbishment. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Look up in the top, you can see the rigging, the lights up there. So they did the motion picture sickbay, redid it. Probert was keen to make a connection with the sickbay from TOS and sketched a design for a new decompression chamber. Thank you, Andy Probert. Oh, that looks like a lounge to me. Okay, yeah. A single set for the crew quarters could be adapted to suit the different characters and their ranks. Seen here are the captain's quarters, which was the largest and use the full set. I guess they can move it around. Captain's quarters, forgive me. It looks like it looks like a library. Our local library a little bit. I mean, it's gorgeous. I love it. The arch. Probert designed a portable control arch for the holodeck, although this became redundant when voice control was introduced. I like it. I'm going to print one of those too, one of these days, for my Diamond Select figures. I've got them all. Well, almost all of them, except for maybe 3. A design sketch showing how Data's quarters with a computer wall might appear. Yeah, Data's room was rather Spartan, wasn't it? But he was a robot, or android, who painted and played the musician. Ooh, look at that. So let's get her up. It's making my camera, the light shine is making the camera fluctuate in focus. And here we go. Push it carefully out of the plastic. I should wear gloves. I need to buy some cotton gloves. Look at the scraping. I think it was from the plastic. Rubbing the clear plastic, rubbing the top. Oh wait, it's rubbing off, look. Okay, maybe I just need to clean it. Anyway, this is basically the same ship that we got early in the subscription. It's the Enterprise D, it's just gold. I mean, it's beautiful. I don't know if I really wanted it or not. I'm not into gold ships. I've got all of the Playmate Star Trek ships, and I love them, and all the Diamond Select ships, except for one. And Playmates made a gold Enterprise D, and I don't need it. I don't need it. I mean, I just don't need it. But it's part of the subscription, and I was busy. I probably could have turned it down, but I didn't. But I mean, it's nice. So here's a comparison of the. Like I said, I think this was the very first issue, Enterprise D. I haven't reviewed it, I don't think, on this channel. I mean, but look at it. I mean, it's beautiful. The Aztec, everything. I mean, it's just, look at the detail. So, it's the same size, it's the same mold, it looks like. So it's just a gold-plated one of these. How about another comparison? Here is the Hot Wheels Enterprise. Here's the stand. And it, as you can see, is slightly larger. And here is the model kit. I think this scale is 1/1000 is this scale. It's, you know, the polar lights. I didn't build this. I got it at a yard sale. Look how rough it looks. It's not even put together right. I bought it for fodder, for scratch building. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But anyway, that's another comparison at scale. 1/1000, I believe. Yeah. It might be 1400. I think it's 1/1000. The D's a big ship. And we've got a problem. This stand, it should fit right there for balance. It doesn't. I guess it's supposed to sit like this. That is horrible. That is horrible. Unless I'm doing it wrong, and I don't think I am. I'll check the stand out for this one. Well, as you can see, that's the same way on this one. That's just, the stand should fit like that. Who did this? Who designed that? I couldn't remember. It's been a few years, you know, since I started the subscription. This should go. Huh. Wait a second, is that the way it's supposed to go? Oh, there's some ridges right there. Huh. I mean, this doesn't come up. Does it come apart? Oh, wow. I completely forgot. My bad. So this goes in here. And this would go here. Okay, so does this come apart? It does not. It's got the same stand. So there. Yep, same exact stand. I'm just going to use it like that. It looks weird, doesn't it? Oh well, at least it works. Let's just sit here and watch it for a while. It's like rain on an old window. I haven't made any videos for a couple weeks because my daughter's had some medical issues we got to take care of. It's not life-threatening, but if you let it go, it could be eventually. So get busy, you know, taking care of family. Family comes first. Family. It's all about family, isn't it? Just like they say in Star Wars. And the crew of the Enterprise D was a family. Is a family. I still wish they would make an animated Star Trek The Next Generation, a serious one. Like the original series animation. I think it would be great. Everybody's still around, they got their voices. Come on, CBS, make an animated Star Trek The Next Generation. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next video.